Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Perfect World Master C qualifiers, and here we have TNC versus Fnatic. My name is Hades. I'll be casting all the best of threes today on this stream. So we start out today Fnatic versus TNC, and well, okay, tell you what, I'm not going to get too concrete on what games I'm going to cast because technically I am given the choice to choose for today. So after this, well, we kind of have, okay, let's see, match 9. So basically the loser of this versus New Beginning, or I can choose to cast the loser of Mineski versus Clutch versus Execration. So we'll see how that goes. And after that, well, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have another best of 3 which should lead up to either the winner of Mineski versus Clutch, or the winner of Mineski versus Clutch versus the winner of Fnatic versus TNC. So, tell you what, you guys tune in. The longer you guys tune in, of course, I'm going to, if you guys vote, I'll let you guys decide what games you want me to cast, and yeah. But alright, hold on. Sorry if you guys hear the pigeons. I'm trying to get the pigeons outside my window to fly away, outside my windows to like bugger off. Otherwise, you guys are going to hear chirping away. But okay. Anyways, here we go. Fnatic versus TNC. This is going to be a pretty interesting matchup between these two teams. You've got a huge mix of C players, at the same time it's full of European talent and North American talent. So TNC, you guys already know 1437, the captain. You've got Fnatic, Envy, DJ, Excalibur, Pylite Die, Ohio. This is going to be an incredible series. Like, I'm really excited for it. Unfortunately, my co-casters weren't available today. Some of them kind of busy and time zone issues. But I'm still okay to cast by myself. Hope you guys won't be too harsh on me. It's been a while since I did my last solo cast. But okay, TNT. Let's talk a bit about the draft. No surprise, Visage ban. We did see Fnatic play that a couple of times. We see the Nyx ban is a DJ hero. You guys already know the 360 no scope. And it's Bane ban, Monkey King ban. But I'm kind of surprised if Fnatic, they decide to go with the tiny IO pick. So it's definitely going to be Excalibur and probably Pylite Die on the IO. I like the Lich ban because, let's face it, that hero needs a fix somehow. Like Ice Frog, any moment now. Waiting for the patch. So, how you guys doing all the way in the chat? Hope you guys are gonna have a good time with this series. And at the same time, well, okay, the Rubik pick kind of has some underrated perks to decide on this pick. You guys already know Tiny can nuke heroes down very, very quickly. Queen of Pain's kind of squishy, so is Rubik, but Nullfield can kind of cancel a bit of that out. So you kind of negate a bit of that effect from the Tiny nukes. Great Night Stalker control. Great pick. Night Stalker, they did have second pick, so Night Stalker and Queen of Pain, and Fnatic had first pick. So you pick the IO, you pick the Night Stalker in response to basically counter, those global ganks. You want to make sure that there's no map control. You want to take that away. Great hero. You see a lot of Night Stalker being played, and Fnatic, well, the response, let's go with the Spade Breaker. So it's going to be, what, a DJ Spade Breaker, or is this going to be a Pylite Die Spade Breaker? We'll see. But alright, I like the Fnatic heroes. It shows like they want to go in. And then again, I don't want to take anything away, but I would not be surprised if if you saw like Envy, like for some remote chance, picks up the Spirit Breaker in the safe lane. You guys shouldn't be surprised, because if I'm not if I recall, yesterday he played, was it Bat Rider? Like, huge kudos to Envy, like coming to the C region to play with Fnatic, and the way he's evolved as a player so far, at least from what I'm seeing in terms of hero pool. He's taking the heroes which are able to create more space on the map for Excalibur to shine. And, that's not easy to do, especially when you see like some teams, they do struggle with the pause ones. When they're so used to the conventional pause ones back then, like the 4 protect 1 meta, where you would have like, that's where the stereotype of, oh, mid needs to gank. But now it's like pretty much the other way around. Like, even pre-TI, doing the regional qualifiers, you see teams where they're not even level 6, like level 5. You see the safe lanes just going around, and you see even Mushi, or you saw like Miracle, these players, they would be like level 5, level 6, okay, I'm going across the map, I'm going to roam around. And that's why you saw a lot of heroes, a lot of Ursa pickups, a lot of Life Stealers, a lot of Jug. And yeah, and like now you see Envy, and most recently he played like Enchantress safe lane. You see Monkey King. You don't see him on his usual trademark heroes like Slark, Ember Spirit, you know, stuff like that for the late game. So it's really nice to see how he shines as a player, like the way he's evolving and the way even like you saw even some famous C players. You know, back then they were maybe the old 4 Protect 1 meta. They were really good, but failing to adapt. Now that's the biggest shortcoming of any player. For Fnatic, they will pick up the Abaddon, so I have a feeling this should be the Ohio Abaddon. So tiny IO pick, and something they probably lack is like a hero who initiates the fight for them. I mean, don't get me wrong, IO with Global Relocate, that's great initiation. You have Abaddon who tanks like crazy. You've got great sustain on the side of Fnatic, but you look at TNC, they have plenty of nukes. If they get the jump on you with the Night Stalker, then that's very different, and not to mention Moonlight Shadow. So this is going to be a really fun series. Of course, all right. Before we conclude the draft, of course, you know, you guys. I'm not sure if you guys know who the manager of Mineski is. She's probably gonna kill me if I don't do this, so I'm gonna do it anyways, and because she's a great friend. Yep, shoutouts to Yam Yam in the stream, the amazing pretty manager of Mineski. Good friend. She's been a good friend. And yeah, hello chat. Kappa Pride, Kappa Pride. Spam that away. I mean, I'm cool. That's my thing for you guys. But okay, Fnatic actually go back into the Pit Lord, and this is really interesting. Like, you see, this is where you start to see Envy, the way he drafts. He doesn't draft like, for example, like you talk about Hao from Tongfu and Newbie. You know, those days where when he drafted and he was the captain, he would draft his hero last, and you saw like he would pick like these late game heroes which was around him. But it's really good to see how Envy, the way he's drafting, he drafts around Excalibur, and that's really good. TNC, I'm really interested to see what 1437 has up his sleeves with the side of Raven, Cuckoo. I mean, Cuckoo, he gets his trademark Queen of Pain. That's a given from the get-go. What actually interests me is that they've picked up the Mirana pick, they give it to Sam H in the offlane. And Raven's going to be the one who plays the more, you know, I'm going in first role on the Timbersaw. Alright, so this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Like, okay, so far, Raven, I'm really impressed with him as a player. But however, for me, the MVP, or potential MVP, and the guy who we need to watch will be Tims. It's always going to be Tims, let's face it. This guy, the Jarex of C, as I call it. Alright, so Pile I Die playing the Spirit Breaker. It will be DJ on the IO. Let's see how this goes. Oh, high on the okay, he's gonna be playing the Underlord, Envy, Abaddon. So he is playing something with at least a bit more late game potential. But at the same time, you know, Abaddon is that hero which can just go in. He's, how would I put it? It's the hero which counters the Envy effect. You know, if he ever has the temptation to do Envy things, which is unpredictable, high risk, high reward plays, then Abaddon is probably that hero which negates that effect, you know, that very theory. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first game of this best of 3 series, Fnatic versus TNC. It's going to be Tims playing on the Night Stalker, Sam H on the Mirana. You're going to have Cuckoo playing the trademark Queen of Pain, Raven on that Timbersaw, and of course you're going to have 1437 on the Rubik. On the dire side for Fnatic, you have DJ playing on the IO, Pi playing the Spirit Breaker, Excalibur playing on the Tiny, Ohio on the Underlord, Uberlord, and Envy playing on the Abaddon. So we'll see how they decide to swap the lanes around. I mean, Envy, he has gone for a ton of regen. Perhaps they, you know, they kind of anticipate that Envy might run an aggressive lane. So far, like the way they've drafted is that you put Envy on like a very self-sustainable hero, and they placed a ton of emphasis on Ohio and Excalibur. Very different to when you compared it to like the previous Fnatic roster, where like for example of QO, they played around QO a lot and lesser around Ajit and Ohio. Well, look at TNC. There's a huge balance. I like this a lot so far. Is it? Actually, no, this is definitely a mid Queen of Pain. I thought that they might consider the possibility of Mirana mid, because he was hanging around, but nah. Well, actually, Night Stalker and Queen of Pain mid is really strong. Okay. What's happening here? What's Raven doing here? Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. He looks a bit lost. Like, where is he going? Sam H. This is where we play musical lanes. Okay, they will go back to their trademark lanes. But Queen of Pain won't exactly have the best of time going into this IO and the Tiny. Tim's just getting some good EXP top. They have a nice ward here, so it's going to scout that Mirana's not yet in the lane. Raven having to walk all the way back. They seemed a bit unsure of what they wanted to accomplish. I mean, it's a new chapter in Dota, right? Like, you've got great teams like Mineski and Fnatic coming up. And even Happy Feet, you know, they didn't look too shabby. Like, they just recently qualified for Star Ladder, I believe. So there's a huge power balance. Oh, sorry, power shift. At least in C. But Cuckoo taking an avalanche, forced to salve up already. Excalibur and DJ, they can afford to play as aggressive as they want. DJ already has the bottle. Top lane, Envy and Pi. I'm not sure how I feel about this, because Spiritbreaker's not the best. Like, you know, he's not the best laning support. And you put him with Abaddon, there's very little kill potential. But Excalibur going for another avalanche with the Cuckoo. And it's just so aggressive. Like, you've got a huge creep wave. Cuckoo can't even, you know, go with the traditional like Shadow Strike plays. And then he's gonna burn through another salve. Even using the toss to try and cancel that regen doesn't really work out. But Ohio and Raven, this is a lane which will be very interesting for me. Like, the Underlord versus Timbersaw matchup is not something we often see, but you can see why they picked it for Raven. Because the Whirling Death is great against Underlord. If you can't farm using, you know, right clicks, you can farm using your skills. Alright, so still we're 2 minutes in. Very difficult for Pylai to even rotate in. He is edging towards the middle lane. He is thinking about it. But very little that Cuckoo can do in this lane. Stuck at level 3, CSY 7-1. Here, charge top. Let's see where Pylai is going. Yeah, just get some harassment damage onto Sam H. Shouldn't be a kill. And actually, Raven, wow. What? He got the kill on Ohio. First blood, T-Tors. Big kill. He's gonna ferry that regen in. He's gonna get the soul ring up ASAP. But yeah, once again, you know, like Ohio, he was topping the CS, but at least the net worth in this lane is gonna shift a bit. You see 10 and 0 on Raven, but he got the first blood. That's a big chunk of gold. I mean, even Tim's, like, they just want to keep the pressure up into Envy, making sure that he's not able to roam around. But here he is in the bottom lane already. It looks like they will actually shift the lanes with Ohio going to the top. Have a better lane against the Mirana at least. Envy's okay, start creep wave. 1437 coming in. Maybe you can think about going for a play here into Envy. Not yet. Very hard game for Cuckoo. Jesus. Anything on the courier for him? It's gonna be the rain drop in Mortango. He can't even go for the bottle this game. 2 in the blink, 2 in the scream. Sucks to be a Queen of Pain against a Tiny and IO, especially, you know, DJ and Excalibur together. That's a really scary combo. Alright, so MB on 15 and 7. Cuckoo, ooh, will die in the middle lane with the charge from Pylai die. They secured themselves another kill. So 1-1 at 4 minutes in. Very difficult game.
Middle tower is
this means that Tiny is very like the snowball super hard in this lane. And once again, another rotation of the lanes. They want to keep Ohio up against Sam H. They want to move Envy back to the top lane. Looks like it, at least. And yep, once again, musical lanes. Tibbs as well, you know, very quiet early 5 minutes. Usually we see him get very involved. He just wants to zone Envy out. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but the pressure is just crazy between these two teams right now. Oh, Cuckoo. Even if a range up, you're not going to be that tanky. Even gets the uphill miss on the range creep. Okay, now he finally gets it. But top lane looks like they are going to dive the tower on Envy. They have Raven with crazy stacks of reactive armor. They actually bring Envy down. Raven, getting himself a very nice kill. Sims, he's still getting charged, but I don't think there's anything that Pylai can do except leech up some of that tasty EXP top lane. Reactive armor. Amazing spell. DJ, they're pinging him out. They want to go into the IO. Looks like the easier kill. Lift up into the air. Should be a kill here for Cuckoo at least with the scream. Yes, they get one kill. Can they find Excalibur? No mana on his part. Tibbs, he's looking to go. He has the void. It is the first nighttime after all. And they would blink behind the tower, and there we go. Excalibur goes down. TNC find themselves two very big kills. Paladai getting the charge in. No, they don't have to lift anymore. On to 1 for 3-7. So at least you have a bit of a start. One kill for Cuckoo. He gets some extra gold. Much needed for the double nulls. Oh, Tims. Pie's gonna charge into him. Maybe he can get the spirit balls into Tims. Can he kill him here? They need a bit more damage. Using the shrine in the nick of time. He's actually not gonna go down just yet. But Fnatic will not pursue for that kill. Ohio just getting some side pulls off. Very difficult game. Raven already at level 6, out-leveling the Abaddon. He's gonna have that arcane boots real soon. And of course with no atrophy aura to disrupt his right clicks, he's actually gonna have an amazing farm. I can see now like TNC, great drafting coming out. Tims with a double damage. They have 1 for 3-7 here as well. Going for the lift back. They will go for the easier target, which will be the IO. The charge is coming into Cuckoo. He will get charged up. Do they have enough damage? Looking for the avalanche. Cuckoo will actually go down first. And allow them to try to turn around to Tims. Do they have anything? They have a charge in 5 seconds. Tims, he has no hunter in the night to run away, but they're actually just gonna let him go. Yep, just shrining up. Somebody called for the Uber, and there we go, straight to the bottom he goes. Raven, of course, arcane boots up now. Envy has to be very careful. He doesn't have borrowed time yet, but even with the borrowed time, you know, Raven can just dive under a tower for him really easily. Alright, so Cuckoo has a Sonic Wave available. No, not able to disjoin the projectile, but it's very difficult. Like you see this game, he doesn't have the privilege of going for a bottle. He understands that if he goes to the rune spots, he's gonna get heavily contested by the tiny IO, and not to mention it's very big. A toss up into the air. They actually get the kill. DJ with the spirit balls at the perfect timing. That's called using the toss as a disable in a sense, making sure that he can't get away, and with the extra damage for the spirit balls, great stuff from DJ and Excalibur. So 4-3 at 8 minutes in, the game still remains very intense. You can't tell which one of these teams actually have the advantage going into the laning phase. So Raven, he is looking very tempted. You know, he wants to try and dive Envy. He does Timber Chain forward. They have the void, so Envy pops all his stick charges. He doesn't have borrowed time just yet with the Chakram. He's gonna get as close as he can to the creep wave. He really wants that level 6, but he will not be given a chance. Okay, he does get it right in the nick of time. DJ actually TPing in, giving him some heals, and he's gonna be okay. So Envy dodging that gank, great sense. You know, most people would run straight in, try to juke around, but he went straight for the creep wave, knowing that he was 1 creep away from level 6. Excalibur, or Cuckoo, you don't want to get too close. High charging in for Sam H, the arrow to stop in his tracks. So they know the easy cam is being cleared. Tim says happy to get some EXP with the IO illusion. Just tickling him basically. Should be able to get some siege damage up into this tower. I mean, net worth, it's no surprise that it's going amazingly for Raven. 2-0. Great CS as well. Yeah, he's gonna have an amazing time here. The scary part is you don't even have, like, you know, wards in the enemy jungle as much as you would like. You have them in the plenty of wards in the middle lane. One over at the bottom, and that's about it. As Raven already takes the tower, Hooded Defiance on the way. He's gonna have really good fun. It's great because then if you look at Fnatic's side, how do you kill this Timbersaw? Your Underlord isn't gonna give you the damage for it. Most of the damage output this game comes from the Tiny, and Envy's had a rough start. Samh with the interesting itemization. Double Rave Bands and a Ring of Achilles. Ooh. You don't want to tango that close to Raven. Raven is a big angry machine right now. He will cut you. Right, so 4-3. And how are you guys doing all the way in the chat? So far, oh, I see a charge. Pile die. He has the Nether Strike. Going for Samh. Ooh, he wants that cat. Samh, okay to get it. And yep, Mirana goes down. That was the first global relocate as well. And here comes the Uber. Everyone's gonna get out of this. No way Raven gonna get tossed up. And ooh, they left Pile die behind. Okay. Ah, he's gonna TP. He's okay. They did not see him apparently. Oh no, we're just gonna get some harassment damage onto Tim's. But you can see that presence from Fnatic, like what the game plan is. They have a tactic to go in, they have a way back out. So tiny interesting bit of synergy you don't usually see between, you know, the Uber Lord and Io. Bottom lane. Oh, Pi gets cut. Samh, he really wanted some of that Pi. Great arrow. Didn't really see that, but that's still. Saw the stun.
Dire's bottom tower
Sims wants to keep piling up the pressure. And so far, even net worth wise between the two teams, it's a very narrow advantage. Just 1,000 gold in. Raven is about to build his way into his Bloodstone, trying to at least pressure this tier 1 a bit. The right click damage responsibility goes to Samh this game, as Raven's the one creating space for Samh. Got a charge coming in, you have no relocate. And he's just gonna cancel it. Abaddon's still farming up the top lane. Actually going into a Midas this game. So they are gearing for the late game, at least on the side of Fnatic. I mean, I guess I can see why you felt comfortable to go for the Midas. You have Excalibur and DJ to create that kind of space this game, and you give a very hard to kill hero on Envy. Shadow Strike comes out. Let's see what TNC want to do. What's their next move? I feel like now that it's nighttime, they have a very tiny window to try and make some plays. Excalibur, just taking a Void to the backside. We haven't seen a big stunning wave out from Cuckoo yet as well. He probably wants to complete the Veil of Discord first. He's gonna get it after this creep. But over in the bottom lane, Excalibur going with the toss combo actually kills Raven. Killing spree for Excalibur. Wow. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I worried about whether they have enough damage, but Tim's, he's coming in, he's found Pile die, realized that that's not the target he wants to kill. Pi immediately charging out, and Ohio will be left behind under the tier 1. Now they want to go for him, diving under the tower. They have the Void, they have the lift as well. Hit, it's going to keep them there. And no way, apparently they don't actually get the kill, but do find 1 for 3-7 Sonic Wave. Still not enough to kill Ohio. Tim's going to come in with the Void, so they do get one kill. Pile I thought about the Nether Strike, cancelled it. Samh. Alright, so they want that push, and Samh will be dying here in between the towers. But here comes Cuckoo, big and angry, gets Pile die in return. Okay, Aphotic Shield keeping alive now. He will finally go down. Envy trying to be the Guardian Angel, but very difficult. We have this huge amounts of nuke coming out from TNC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right, so 1 for 3-7. Ooh, getting a bit of damage onto Envy. If he can proc the borrowed time, that's pretty big. The middle lane. Ooh, Raven. Don't push it. Don't push it. He died once to those heroes. You can't afford to get too cocky. But okay, Cuckoo getting charged. The battle for the tier 1 tower. Ooh, Envy's gonna get it.
Those dire swine denied their bottom tower.
But everyone's converging to the bottom lane. That was so awkward. You could see two people just like, you know, those times with two heroes just kind of having spasms on who's gonna get that right click out first. Cuckoo thought he had maybe enough damage. Very, very close. That was like, what, 3 HP? So yeah, 15 minutes in, 7-6. TNC ahead by 1 kill. 1k, it's 1000 gold, not 1 kill. Even though it is kind of the same thing in a moment.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Alright, so Pi. 1 Sam H. Comes the bash. Another strike as well. Ooh. Highlight I gets a solo kill, 17%. Global relocate coming in, and down goes the Pussycat one more time. Meanwhile, 1 for 3-7, they do get the trade kill, which will be Ohio. Always a great decision, like when you see a teammate getting ganked across the map, go for the trades. You have the info, use it. Excalibur with the Blink Dagger, he's going actually for an Aghanim Scepter this game. We're not going to see that Echo Saber into... I don't know, I think like sometimes, at least on Tinies, we see variations in the builds. The charge comes out onto Tim's. Going for him, and Pylai die. Alright, Moonlight Shadow, do they have detection? Yes, they do. They pop the dust, but there are 3 heroes there. Pylai die can't find 17%. 1 for 3-7 with the stolen Uber, and actually he's gonna bring all of them out. What? Under the shrine, the smoke play with the Moonlight Shadow, they can go back in for a beautiful flank maneuver. Is this the maximum efficiency play?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, they are going for the flank. It is nighttime. They find Ohio first. But who will they go for the easier target? Who will be the first victim? Sonic Wave comes out and down goes Ohio. Raven in the backline will cut off the Pylai die. And looks like immediate blink out from Excalibur. DJ whipped the tether away, and he's actually going to get out. But still, great maneuver out from TNC. Using the stolen Uberlord ult all the way straight to the shrine. Smoked all the way. Bang, bang, just before nighttime ended. With darkness. So yeah, great efficiency coming out from TNC. And Fnatic, it was very hard for you to even decide or anticipate that such a play was going to happen. We're now going in straight for Cuckoo. Whew! He just TP'd it in, and he's met with rocks and balls. I don't like that. I don't think anyone would, but okay, tier 1 tower should be going down at least on the side here. 1 for 3-7, looking for the lift on DJ. Should be getting a tower deny here. Sam H with the Fusel Blade this game. Yeah, you start to see as well where you don't really see an Aghanim Scepter on Miranas anymore, or the Ethereal Blade Dagon follow-up. It's usually about the right click now. Very interested to see, like, is it because of the talents? I guess it kinda is. So Raven, he's really, really close to the Bloodstone. And this big rock man, halfway there, he should be able to purchase up the point booster very soon. Abaddon still building his way into that Radiance. You can tell that both teams right now just kind of waiting to pick up those core items. And yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more downtime.
Double damage.
Tribute to my house.
I mean, you can also kind of see why NV chose to go for the Midas this game. Abaddon doesn't really flash farm, like, you know, like a Sven or an Alchemist. It's, in a sense, also like a comeback Midas. Pylai die, edging towards the bottom. He's got plenty of utility in a weird way. I mean, TNC, they did cut down Ohio in the middle lane. So yeah, tier 1 tower should be going the way of TNT. Double damage and Queen of Pain to speed up the process as well. And they will go for a trade, taking the bottom tier 1. But the TPs are coming in. Raven, they want to contest the tower. Charge straight to the middle lane. Pylai die. Global relocate coming in. Cuckoo. Can we find a bash? Unfortunately not. So that's going to be a wasted relocate. Raven's waiting though. DJ. DJ. Ooh. Raven has no chill. He will cut you. Now, looks like they find Pylai die with the silence. Cuckoo screaming him down.
Death comes in at the end.
So this is where things start to slowly add up. 13-7, 2,000 gold lead for TNC. Oh, Ohio. Nope, you are not getting that. Let's get the Pit of Malice up onto Tim's, catching him. But with a ton of heroes in that area, they don't want to really, you know, you don't want to try and contest this shit. But Excalibur happy to push up the top. Top half the, like, left part of the map. Like, if you draw a line on the map, no one's really on the left side for TNC. They're just grouping up, taking this tier 2 tower. Charge coming in at Sam H just to provide a bit of vision. Now the TP's coming in from 1-4-3-7 and friends. Nah, he's just gonna get a bit of farm. So you'll scepter on him. Okay.
Who spoiled that shot?
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Let's see if Raven can rack up those Bloodstone charges. Like, is this going to be a good Bloodstone game or is it not? But okay, top lane, Tim's on the hunt for DJ. They did use the relocate for this, and DJ should be going down. Tim's getting a good kill. Pi, oh, the arrow! Sam H! 5-second stun, secondary starfall, but Tim's comes in with the KS. Oh man. I mean, if you're Sam H, you have to be just a tad bit annoying. You know, you had a great arrow snipe. Like, he took an arrow to what, the back of the knee? Anyways, Ohio going for that ATOS. I like the item pickup on the Underlord this game, not the utility Underlord. It's great because he can catch the Queen of Pain, which is, you know, he's being forced to go into that Yo Scepter anyways. Anyways, Tiny, yeah, he will end up going for the Mask of Madness this game. Using the scan, they know that TNC kind of in that general area. Alright, so they want to keeping the pressure up on the tier 2s. But this is why I like the IO Tiny pick. Like, we don't usually see this too often in C. Like, despite all the towers being gone, you still have many plays you can make across the map. And another arrow snipe, and Pylite goes down to Tim's. Where is 1-4-3-7 charging this time? Nah. Tricks and illusion. You get your gold. Even if it's 22 gold, you take it. Relocate this off cooldown. So we want to see where DJ and Excalibur go to again. Nah, he's just going to TP straight. But the map control is being taken over by TNC. Tons of towers falling. There's only one tier 2 left standing on the side of Fnatic. There's still one tier 1 left for TNC. This is a slightly different way, you know, approach to how we see a draft being played around that Underlord. But now here comes Cuckoo. He blinked in with the Yo Scepter catching Ohio. Silenced up as well. Ohio going for the TP out with the arrow once again from Sam H. He's just here to ruin their days. Like, ooh la la, Fnatic. Popping the Moonlight Shadow. They are. See Rubik going for a charge. Excalibur, nowhere to go. They tossed Raven back. But okay. Can they kill him off yet? They should be able to. Excalibur goes down. And DJ was farming inside his part of the map. Pi. Does he think he gets a courier sniper? No, I don't think so. But that's a big kill. At top lane, they've found the pesky Wisp, but looks like they will not die for this. Like, surprisingly, despite how far behind they are, you know, Raven is happily picking up the Bloodstone charges. I mean, by the side of Fnatic, at least, you have like the Tiny who's top of the net worth. Let's see how Abaddon's doing. He has the Radiance complete, so he is still just pushing out, shoving the lane in the bottom lane. Do they think about contesting the Roshan? I'm actually not too sure. It doesn't seem like Fnatic are interested in contesting the Roshan. They have no vision around the pit. They could think about it using the scan. At least on TNC side, just making sure that Fnatic aren't around in that general area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so TNC.
Is about to take
Now with this Aegis, do they have the tools to break high ground? They actually gave the Aegis to Sam H, probably because he's the one who does most of the sieging damage anyways, being the Mirana. Envy gonna get a tier 2 bottom lane. Is this like that Octarine core or is this a Blade Mail coming out? We'll have to see. With DJ just providing some sustain, giving some mana to Envy. They want to keep the lanes continuously shoved out. Excalibur going for the Salqueras, so they are starting to tank up just a tiny bit. You can see that there's a sort of shortage in terms of physical damage output on the side of TNC, but they have like huge amounts of magic damage and pure. But Pi trying to go here for 1 for 3-7. They used to relocate. They want to try and get a kill. Use up to the air. Excalibur immediately demolishes 1 for 3-7. Cuckoo. Oh, Samich gets the return kill onto Pylai Die. Looks like they have caught somebody. It's going to be this big pussycat. If they can kill her twice. Yep, they will. So they need to kill off the Mirana one more time. Night Stalker's coming in to try and save the day. But no, Samich is down for the second time. And that'll be the Aegis wasted for nothing. And they don't even get to siege. Excalibur blinking forward. Can he find Tims? Should be able to. He has something in a bit. Tims looking for the TP out. Oh, no way. He found it, but just didn't have the stun. I believe the Mask of Madness just came off of its effect. So, yeah, he was silenced the whole time. And Avalanche was on cooldown as well. Alright, so Ohio, ATOS complete. I like this item. BKB actually coming up onto him next. It's a good change because usually when we see Underlords picked from teams, they will always go for your usual Greaves, you know, Pipe, Crimson Guard, whatnot, just to make you ridiculously tanky. But then, like, this time he's playing a slightly different kind of utility Underlord. Raven with no catch, can't really kill this Space Car by himself. You know, you can't tenderize him. Pilot Eye is premium meat at this point. Although he is bottom of the net worth. Okay, not premium meat, maybe economy class meat. Tim's trying to complete that Aghanims. Don't think he actually gets the chance to get it this game. But they pop the darkness, they smoke up. Let's see what TNC decide to do. And they charge all the way into the dire part of the map. It looks like they will find Pylai Die. I mean, he is the lowest priority target, but they will take it nonetheless. And he's tanking the gank for Fnatic. And with that, you can see they hit straight to the north part of the map. But Tims looks like he's found Ohio. Yeah, he's just here to mess around with Ohio. 1 for 3-7. Nah, there's no way to catch him here. There's no damage as well. So, okay. Space created. And meanwhile, at the same time, look at that. They're going straight for the tier 3. DJ needs to get out the blink away. Looks like DJ will die. But actually, Excalibur is going to be... yeah, he's gonna be fine. He did TP out, space created, and like I said, when you take away these towers, you split up the map. There's so many plays which you can do with the tiny IO, and these are some of those plays. They brought the tower down to half HP, more space created for Envy, Radiant's Boots of Travel, Shiva's Guard on the way. And this is where things look a bit tough. You need Sam H to start dishing out more deeps. Boots of Travel everywhere. This is just to deal with the global threat, which is IO Tiny. You know, Diffusal Blade and the Dragon Lance isn't going to cut it in terms of the right clicks. But okay, looks like they found Envy. Silencer up. Did they have anything? Excalibur with the stun. Looks like they actually will find Excalibur instead. Turn the sides to him. Here, charge. Just banging into Raven by Excalibur. They want to cut him down. They have the Chakram used onto him. Do they have anything to save him? No, Excalibur goes down. Looks like they will turn around for Ohio. Can they catch him? Void. Use up to him to the air. He's going to be caught. Will he buy back for this? Oh, going for this heals. But unfortunately, no. Too much with the Sonic Wave. And down goes Ohio. Buy back immediately from Ohio. And charge coming in. They want to keep them into the base. Can they get the kills here? Excalibur still not buying back. Tims will go down. And Envy fucking the borrowed time. He's going to stand in the front lines. Happy to do whatever he can. But I'm using the Mist Coil as well. He's going to be back to full HP. And they actually still kind of hold. So very nice. Very calm and composed. So it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade, including the Ohio buyback. If you're TNC, you're happy with that, for sure. You're very, very happy. So you can also start to see like the power of this Night Stalker pick. You're just messing around with the map control. Envy actually, okay, he's not going for the Shivas, he goes for the Lotus Orb. I like this. The debuff can be really, really useful. So the longer this game drags out, like, I feel this is where the Midases are also starting to pick up. Or rather Midas. And at the same time, I do worry for what this Underlord's impact is going to be. But top lane, relocate on. Try to jump on the squishier target, which will be Cuckoo. But here comes 1437 with the Fade Bolt, will kill off DJ, so there is no return trip back. And Excalibur should be dying here. Yep, right click away, but the miss rate from Tims. And they're looking for more blood, but Pylai die, economy meat. Nope, out of your reach. Nothing to catch him with, they have no Yules. And immediately he's on the run, but Tims TP into the shrine. He's not done. They are not done by any means. Somebody call for the Uber, and yep, okay. 5-star review given by Pylai Die. Well, you know, he's still happily farming away. Charge. No, actually cancel. Raven's happy to try and cut this down. Raven could think about pursuing this. They have heroes. Yep, this is where everyone comes in, and I'm pretty sure they know what's going on. Pi charging into Raven. They want to try and turn around right now. They have no other heroes. 5 seconds before Excalibur's back up though, and Raven's too happy to stand in the front lines. So Fnatic will go for a retreat back at the same time using the pit. They will catch Raven with the Moonlight Shadow. They realize it's an ambush. TNC, everyone else is coming into the party. Cuckoo goes for the Usurper, finds the tasty IO, and that will be the one big tasty kill which they will get. Cuckoo still getting a bit of scream damage onto Envy. But that's the end of that story. They want to get the top lane pushed back out. So without the IO, they might have an opening to try and get some siege damage onto a tier 3, but they rather not take the risk. They'll take the more calculated and disciplined approach and just chill a bit. You know, Roshan still not yet up. 7 seconds. And they are waiting for it. Marana, what are you going for this game? Is this a Manta style? Is this a Skadi? Is this a Linken's? But okay, oh, Excalibur with DD rune. I think like a really long time ago, was it like the really old Liquid? I'm not talking about the TI Champions Liquid, the really old one. I can't remember who else was playing in it. I think that was the full NA team back then, where they had like a Tiny carry. You saw him with Daedalus. Yeah, Tiny with Daedalus is like, woof, you know, that's the stuff. But looks like he's gonna get cut, looking for the arrow as well. Nice stun from Sam H. And looks like Excalibur's dead. No, the relocate save. Do they think about going back in? They are bringing heroes. But no, actually Excalibur is not going there. But DJ is going to be alone, going for the TP. Yeah, he did time it right. Oh no, he's gonna get caught anyways. So, very unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes it sucks to play IO. And this is why you probably don't see C players play IO. It's hard to think that anyone enjoys sacrificing themselves for their team, right?
The prize is mine.
Sam H, he sees a courier. Run. Is this a squid? Alright, so TNC maintain an 11,000 gold lead, 28-11 on the kill score. And I like how they're constantly keeping the bottom lane shoved out as well, so that they're denying the Tiny IO relocate to at least do any more siege damage onto the tier 3. And it almost feels like the options are just slowly being taken away from Fnatic, as TNC is controlling the map really well with this Nightstock pick. Especially the Axe, should be a gem on the way. With this Aegis, maybe they will finally have the tools. So yeah, it will be a Linken's onto the Marana. just one defensive item. Kind of without a BKB. But over in the bottom lane, going onto Excalibur one more time. Everyone's coming, they're all running over. Raven to pop the Moonlight Shadow as well. He's going for the easier target. And actually, no, once again, another relocate save from DJ. Who, I feel so bad for DJ this game. But over in the middle lane, Ohio actually going to get brought down by with the Sonic Wave. DJ to follow him as well, so... the C duo. And with no buyback as well, TNC, they definitely have tools to go high ground with this. How do you defend it? Envy is still farming.
Is drowning. Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Alright, so now they're going back in Excalibur. Oh, he will demolish 1-4-3-7, but that's with Envy burning him down. Excalibur looks like he will die. No buyback, 173 seconds. Pylai die. Also going to die here as they just hunt them down. 4 heroes dead. Envy against the world. And down he goes. He has the buyback, but will he use it? Tier 3 is dead. This will most definitely be 2 lanes of barracks. Do they buy back for this? Yes, they have DJ. Underlord's up in 7 seconds. They have to try. But TNC did. I feel like the advantage is too big. Alright, Underlord gonna get cut again with the Chakram damage, and down goes Ohio. He just spawned! Leave him alone! Right, Ohio should be dying here, and yep, down he goes. And Envy to fall him into the grave, pops the borrowed time. Happy to play around with this Abaddon. Lord of Avernus. Alright, but no, actually everyone's getting a bit low. Getting a bit tricky, but okay. We have another shrine. Envy using the Lotus Orb, he's going to purge himself, trying to kill Raven here. Yields up this, both getting used because of the Lotus Orb. Chasing after Raven. Nether Strike's actually not going to connect with the Moonlight Shadow there, helping them out. And out of range as well. So 2 lanes of barracks down, and Fnatic actually still not calling it. TNC now can start to beat up the shrines. And Raven having a great game, 28 Bloodstone charges.
That cup runneth empty.
Just loving the difference in the draft. Who says that 7.0 is stale, right? I mean, this is one game where I haven't seen a Venal, a Lich, a Necrophos. I am happy. Alright, so Ohio still hasn't been able to complete the BKB. No item progression for the longest time now. You can see it's reflected in his net worth. 9,400. It's been 10 minutes over 15 minutes even since his last item. Spirit Breaker as well. He hasn't had any item change. They've just found so little of this map. Like, I can see the purpose behind the Fnatic draft between the Tiny IO was to be going around to be a bit more participant. You know, like a bit more active. But TNC have been so good at controlling the map, like taking the early towers. Now they smoke up. Let's see where they want to go. Might think about just invading the base. Ooh. These are the suspicious visitors. They're just going to go straight behind the tier 4s. They don't care. Pops the BKB. Sonic Wave to finish off DJ. Can be kept alive with the missed coil, but okay, now Uber, they're trying to save everyone back into their fountain despite being in the tier 4s, but alright. Looks like Io's dead. Excalibur to follow him into the grave. Down he goes. And make it 3. Should be a 4th. Envy gonna get tossed up into the air. Yo, arrow to the backside. Takes it from behind, and Envy will go down. 2 minutes without the Abaddon, and this is it. Abaddon. So Underlord can't even kill Sam H, and full team wipe right under the fountain. TNC are just having fun. 39 to 12 with a 30,000 gold lead, and TNC wiped the floor with Fnatic. And all it took was 8 minutes of inactivity, or of passive play coming up from both teams. Alright, so TNC, woohoo! 1-4-3-7 now. This is just coincidental. He wasn't planning it. But okay. And yeah, the draft, that, like I say, you know, if you pick like a proper laning support, like you see, there's a bit of a clash between the IO pick, like in the sense where DJ, you already have an IO as a laning support, and Pi, I think he usually plays the 5 for Fnatic if I'm not mistaken, and it's just clash of interest of what you wanted to achieve. Like Spirit Breaker and Abaddon does not do anything in the lane together at all. Like unless TNC just walked in and did something stupid, they were not going to accomplish anything of it. And so you could almost say this was almost like an outdraft from TNC. They did really amazing. Like Sam H had a great game. Even better for Raven and Cuckoo, despite Cuckoo having a rough start. But that's a lot of faith in Cuckoo's Queen of Pain. There's a reason why he's one of the best Queen of Pains. Of course, enough. I mean, you don't have to say anything about Tim's. 8-1-21. Great stuff on him. Very hard to perform this game. Between the supports. Just huge difference in at least what the supports accomplished. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was game 1 of Fnatic versus TNC. TNC taking game 1 in a great fashion. I'm Hades. We'll be back for game 2 shortly. See you guys soon.